I had to change a little screen orientation. We're actually doing this on my iPad, so if anybody gets in here, let me know if my sound's working. Um, see if anybody hops on. I've only got 100 subscribers, so I'm not really expecting a whole lot. I want to do a quick kind of a thank you live. I hit 100 subscribers um, just this week, so I'd like to thank each and every one of you for taking the time to watch my online silliness and kind of kind of share what I enjoy about vehicles. I've been in this industry for 2 decades, but I've pretty much grown up around cars all my life. My stepdad had a body shop for a lot of years when I lived with them. Um, my uncle and my dad, you seen the thumbnail picture for my page. It's actually my uncle taking victory lap in their old modifieds, old Mustang Fastback. Um, I don't remember a whole lot about my dad, but some of the best times I remember is them out, you know, wrenching on that car and us going up to the racetrack on Saturday and sleeping in late on Sunday because we probably didn't get in till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning sometimes. But it's of the short memories I have of my dad, that those are probably some of my coolest. And I got to hang around with my Uncle Junior's son before he passed too. But it was a pretty cool time. Between that, my stepdad having a body shop. I mean, we had cars out in where we lived. We had cars out in the field. He had projects all the time. Um, Probably one of the most memorable ones I remember him doing, because he was a body man. Probably one of the most memorable ones that I remember him doing was he ended up with an old square body 4-wheel drive that come from like the Scout Ranch close to where we lived at in Missouri, and he redid this whole thing. Like, you couldn't recognize the truck afterwards. I remember it was square body, 4-wheel drive. He had lift on it. Had the nice Keystone wheels with big raised white letter tires, and it was. I remember it was like a red and white two tone with like the white in the middle, like they used to do the square bodies, which personally I think is pretty cool. But he did that truck. It was like white and red, like a burgundy, like a deep, I think he called it fire engine red color with that white two tone, and he had that truck come with a vinyl seat, so he had the seat reupholstered like this, burgundy velour that matched the outside of the truck. It had the red dashboard, or no, I think no, that truck had a black dashboard, but it was really cool. I remember he took that, and it's kind of one of them things that he fixed it and ended up selling it for way more than what he ever bought that Scout truck for. And like you didn't, it was day and night difference. But I mean, I grew up around a lot of that kind of stuff, and the for a brief time the racetrack, the little bit of time I got to spend with my dad when I was younger, and then after that, I mean, it's pretty much since I had a license. I mean, I've been into vehicles. Um, I eventually ended up in this profession full time, probably in 2004. Um, Believe it or not, I worked on a riverboat. I was a deckhand before I got into doing this, but I've always had a deep love for anything with wheels and a motor. I've steered clear of motorcycles. I did go sell Harleys for a very brief, and I mean brief, like maybe a month and a half. I didn't know enough about bikes, so just was not for me. Way out of my comfort zone. But um, I started working for dealerships in '04. I started out working for, uh, you know, basically buyer payer. I started with JD Byrider, and then I've worked a lot of subprime, and I've been sales manager and business manager for several dealerships. But I'm starting to get a little bit older, so I about 7 months ago I started working for an independent lot. Um, Up here, probably about a 40-mile drive from my house. Personally, I kind of like the drive; it's peaceful. And I'd never done independent. I'll be honest with you, I wish I'd have made this switch way earlier in my career. I mean, the money's decent. My hours are great. Um, if I need to go to my kids' stuff, I get to go to it. Um, I've never had them. I mean, and my owner's super cool, super nice guy. My managers are really cool, really nice and helpful. So I really enjoy it. Um, a lot less stress. You don't have all the manufacturer stuff to deal with. You know, manufacturers training and product knowledge on new cars. Like with my videos, I'm intrigued by a lot of this technology and electronics, the way things drive. You know, I'm a car guy at heart. I mean, I've got a spot for anything. I mean, as you can see, if you go back and look at some of my videos, there's a, I'll pick some oddball and eclectic stuff just because I've been in the car business, and you know, there's a part of me that has a lot of love for the weird. Um, but I've helped customers get in vehicles for 2 decades. So, if you guys again here have car questions or finance questions or any of that kind of stuff, I mean, I can, I'll answer them. I mean, I'll give you an honest, no bullshit answer. Um, a lot of this stuff is, with the internet and everything, none of this stuff smoke and mirrors, do a bit of research, you do got the tool to do all the research and sit 6 inches from your butthole every day. Um, there's no smoke and mirrors. This business is a lot of it's whether you like what you're driving or not, like the car you're looking at or not, and how your salesman treats you and takes care of you. But that's neither here nor there. Um, Nobody's hopped on. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do this for about 25 minutes. So, um, yeah, just trying to see if somebody hops on real quick. Like anything, or we'll just hang out. If any of you guys go back and watch this later, thanks for helping me grow this channel. It's more just something that for me to play around with in my downtime. Um, my my managers will let me these walk around videos on stuff I have in inventory. I attach those. Um, I'll get in like with our pictures and stuff, and I'll attach my videos to cars that are here. Usually, for the most part, our stuff moves pretty quick. I mean, just depending on what we have. I do really well in minivans. It seems like I've only had a couple of them. I've been up here since first of the year. I do really well in minivans up here. Probably a little bit better than my other stores do. We have 4 locations, by the way, and probably 150 to 160 units floating around. Between lot ready, recon, kind of vehicles. I think total inventory like 150, 160. We probably have 100. We usually keep over 100 that are ready to go at any time. That are lot ready, been cleaned up, been through service, all that good stuff. But yeah, I seem to do well with minivans. Right now, I'm out of third row SUVs. I don't know. I didn't do a whole video on it. But I had a 2020 Explorer. You've probably seen it in one of my either one of my lot walks or my fresh arrivals. That didn't last very long. Um, the last 2 Explorers I have went really fast. I had a white 19, and I don't think sat here a week. My minivans go pretty quick. For a long time, I was out of passenger cars. I got a really good selection of like 4-door sedans. Some really cool ones too. I've got a video on. I got a Lexus ES350 that it's been here for a minute. I don't understand why we ain't sold it. Super nice car, under 100,000 miles. Um, I think that video got like 18. I think I like 1,800. I think it's had 1,800 views. It's actually one of my better performing videos I've done up here. And I basically just pick stuff that I think's cool or neat, or that just interests me, or I get a car to drive for from here, so I'll swap up every couple days. If I drive something really cool, I'll shoot a video on it, talk about it. Um, got a interesting one that I think I'm gonna do a video on. I've actually got a 5 speed, or not a 5 speed, it's a 6 speed Kia Soul, less than 100,000 miles, and it is all of the lime green, baby. Um, Good looking ride. I had to go let the electrician in up at our other store, so I actually took it out and drove it for a little bit. It's pretty cool. I'd never seen a 5 speed or a 6 speed Kia Soul, and on top of it, never driven one. So that was kind of a cool experience. It does make it a little bit funner to drive. It's pretty cool. Uh, so if anybody does get on and watch this, if y'all are interested in some car salesman stories, like with customers and crazy things I've had happen with like cars and stuff like that. If anybody's interested in that shit, I've got 2 decades of it. And some of it, a lot of the stuff I can tell because it happened at dealerships that aren't in business anymore. Um, I'll leave names out, but there's some pretty cool, pretty cool stories to be told about things with customers and you know not really game some games that dealers play and also some games that customers play. um, I'll tell you one in particular. I had a customer that I had a customer trying to buy a Challenger RT, and this was several years ago. So this guy's trying to buy a Challenger RT, owned a trucking company. um, Credit was good but not excellent. I mean, he wasn't bad, but he was so kind of middle of the road. Make great income, no open autos, and I got him done on this Challenger, and I fought him for 4 days because I needed bank statements to prove his income through Chrysler Capital. They were wanting to see 3 months bank statements. I fought this guy for 4 days, trying to get him to give them, and he acted like he would send them, and then finally he broke down, and we had what what I like to call in this business an honesty moment, and and basically broke it down to me that he was afraid that he had a good year, and he was afraid that somehow it would get found out and his alimony payment would get upped. Well, at the same time, he's telling me how this kid, he's paying alimony to his wife and he's paying for his kid to go to pharmacy school. Um, so he breaks it down to me and says, "Man, I really don't want to give this up, and this is why." And I get, I kind of laughed and chuckled about it. I like to have fun with my customers, so I kind of laughed and kind of giggled about it a little bit. And I was like, "Man, I wish you'd have told me this 4 days ago." I said, "I get it." I said, "I've been divorced too, and I understand. I understand." Um, you know, the thing is, he could have saved 4 days of frustration by just telling me up front, and let me go to work for him and figure out what was the best plan for him not to have to do that. Ended up, his mom actually signed with him, and his mom was bullets. So I got a little bit better rate. I didn't have to prove any income, and the guy got his vehicle. No harm, no foul. But he could have been driving that thing 4 days earlier if he would have just said, "Hey, look, I've got this. This is what's going on." And I could have said, "All right, great. Well, here's your options. Somebody signs with you where I just get income waived. You not send anything in, or you're gonna have to give this up." So he decided to go route A, and it ended up working out a little bit better for him. Mom was super cool. He was a pretty cool customer. I got over the course of a few days. I mean, we had talked enough that we kind of we kind of beat BS back and forth a little bit. When he told me that, I said, "Oh man, if you told me it's 4 days ago, you could have been driving this stinking car." So you'd be surprised the shit that you're afraid to tell your salesman will actually get you out of the dealership quicker and sometimes get your deal done way faster. At the end of the day, I'm on your side. Whatever we got to figure out to make a deal happen, if it's within reason, I want to make it happen. Because I want to sell something. So, if I'd rather just, some customers like it, some customers don't. I'd rather just be candid and honest, and have a conversation and figure out what's the best way to get done what you want to get done. You know, that's just me. But um, my wife's gonna hate it because she, I don't know, about 2 weeks past due of a haircut, and I did not shave this morning. I'm probably gonna catch mad shit over it, but um, it is what it is. Um, but I hope you guys that subscribed are enjoying my content. I'm trying to get a little more consistent with what days I post. Rain has messed with me a little bit. I had a little issue with audio equipment for a while. I actually switched. I film everything. I actually film everything on my iPhone. I just upgraded to the 15 Pro Max. So an upgrade of the Pro Max, I've got some videos that my sound's just horrid. Um, I'd upgrade my audio because my old mic setup didn't work on a USB C. So I tried to be cheap and just buy an adapter. I still couldn't get it to work. So I ended up just getting. Um, I'll show you these. This isn't sponsored at all. Although if they want to send me some stuff to try, um, I'd be more than willing to do it. Um, these weren't very expensive. I mean, they're for what you get for the money. They're pretty good. They are this. Let me show you. If I see it backwards, it's Maono, maybe. But these come in a 2 pack, so I'll show you. These are kind of cool. Um, that's the case it comes in. So it's got a piece that goes in your iPhone, or actually, I've got this in my iPad. So when you open this up, it's actually got two mics. So far, I've been outdoors. I'm really impressed with the sound quality. I've played around with it inside. Like in this office has like the worst echo. Um, I've tried hanging a couple pictures in here. I still can't. It still echoes. Um, I've got another office in the back. Um, I got another office across the hall, but it's set up just like this one, and echoes almost as bad. I'm gonna try to hang some more pictures in here and hope that maybe it cuts it down. But I've been running on I'm gonna run this on like noise reduction and trying to mess with wearing it how I wear it on my. I've actually played around with some editing. I use iMovie for everything. Um, Editing is not my strong suit, but I'm getting better. I'm getting much better. Um, Played around with parody video. I don't know if any of y'all seen it. It's kind of funny. Um, it's old. One of my first videos that I did that I just threw on YouTube. It's like 2 minute video of. I had somebody call from California wanting to look at this old beat up Ford Ranger, and I mean it's rough. So I shot an original video to send to this customer, but then as I've been kind of playing my editing and playing with sound, I ripped the sound out and voiceover and did a voiceover on it, and it's kind of funny. I'm gonna work on doing some. I've got a Facebook page as well for my channel. Got TikTok, but I don't put a whole lot on there. But one thing I'm one thing that I may start playing, as I grow up, like to play with a few more of these lives and maybe answer through y'all's, if you guys have car questions or, I'm gonna do. I'm having to put one of my stepkids starts driving the end of August, so a video I'm gonna do. I've got a car picked out. It's something we traded for. I just haven't done paperwork on it yet. I thought about doing a video on what I look for when I buy a car for one of my kids. I'm married, remarried. I've got two daughters that are grown from a previous marriage, but I've got 3 kids that live at home with my new, me and my new wife. I got 2 stepsons, and then I actually adopted her daughter last year, so I've actually got 3 daughters and 2 stepsons now. So I'm having to put him in a car, and I've bought the I've had to go out and look for cars for the other 2 kids. So I thought about maybe doing a video like kind of me as a car guy, what I look for when I put one of my kids in a car. Um, I never put them in anything expensive. I usually start them out on something cheap. Try to get something as reliable as I can get it. Um, so I'm thinking about shooting a video like that. Um, prob I'm thinking next week on it. Um, so I think I'm going to stay on for a couple more minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and save this. If you guys are interested in stuff like this, I could pop one of these once a week, pretty easy. I do about 25, 30 minutes. If you guys want to ask questions, you know, what I think about certain cars, what I like, what I dislike, um, buying your kid a car, whatever. If you guys like this kind of stuff, you want to show up, um, give me a thumbs up and like this one. If you guys like this kind of stuff, I'm not against doing maybe one of these a week, 25, 30 minutes. Um, I'll just, you guys just rapid fire questions or whatever. I think it'd be kind of cool, personally. Um, got people kind of, we close at 6, so I've got everything shut off and I'm just in my office running this live. I'm gonna hop off here. Thanks for if anybody gets on here and watches this later, thanks for giving it a peek. If you like my live, let me know. I wouldn't be against doing more of these if anybody's interested. Um, and we can do about whatever. We can do it. We can do it by topic. Um, definitely can. I got a lot of stories and stuff, so we can have a good time with it. Again, thanks for taking the time to watch this short live that I did. Thanks for getting me up to 100 subscribers. I appreciate every single one of you. Have a nice night. Um, consider subscribing if you haven't already. Come check me out. I think I'm up to almost 100 videos. I think between shorts and everything, I think I've got 100 videos on my channel. I've got everything organized in playlists. So um, from walk arounds, I got some new car reviews when I worked at a new car dealer. There's all kinds of cool stuff in there. So give her a look and see you again in the next one.